Alright, so what's up guys? So we're out here on another run, out here doing this craziness for all you guys to simply sit back, watch, admire, and enjoy right as we make our way through the trees and the shade and essentially advance toward our goal, right? And essentially not forgetting, and I would say it's almost impossible to forget, our habits. And this one in particular, running and juggling, okay, we would say is a healthy one, healthy habit, right? One that we see progress in probably, our physical body, how we feel day to day, right? Our energy levels, but because although we may be draining our energy right now by doing this excruciating run, we are building up the capability to run more right in the future. And essentially for you have to think about that, right? Think about how you can create these healthy habits within you, for you. And that's what it's all going to boil down to, right? Because if you do something great over and over, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, it becomes a habit, right? It's almost automatic when you start to do it. And per se, you probably want your habits to be healthy ones. You don't want unhealthy ones, right? And you can probably think of common examples, right? Smoking, drinking, staying up too late at night, and essentially avoiding those behaviors. And we mentioned one of them. Tip number one, as far as the 4 healthy habits of those healthy individuals, right? Ones that take care of their body and eventually reach their fitness goals, because that's what we're all chasing, right? Through those habits. One of the particular habits that they may have is that they go to bed at the right time, right? They're in charge of their sleep. And by you watching over that, right, making sure you get those 7-8 hours of rest every night, so many people don't, right? They can get lazy in that area, right? Hitting the snooze button over and over again, such a bad habit, one that we dealt with for a long time, right? You would wake up with only a couple hours of sleep, not enough sleep, and when you wake up, you keep hitting the snooze button right after the alarm goes off for an extra 5-10 minutes of sleep. Then you hit it again, another 5-10 minutes of sleep. Then you hit it again, another 5. Then you're hitting it over and over again. But guess what? Your quality of sleep is going to be all screwed up, right? Because your body is designed to sleep continuously, right, without interruption. And your whole goal too is to reach REM sleep, right? That state of sleep where you start to dream. And when you start to dream, you also do great things like prepare your body. And from that, you are going to build your body, right? Because it takes, destroying your body, right? Pushing it to its limits, essentially making those micro tears in your muscle, right? In order to build it back bigger, right? That's the whole science behind that, right? That muscle building. And if you're not going to sleep, your body has no chance to do that process, right? That muscle building process. And it'd be foolish to try to work out more and try to overcome that through that method, because essentially your body's never truly repairing itself, right? As far as the amount that it has to do so. And for you, working out more and more is only going to make it worse. You're only going to get sorer and sorer, and before you know it, you might even get hurt and injured. And that is another tip, healthy habit that fitness enthusiasts, right, healthy people have, is that they're good. Hello. Is that they're good at avoiding injury. And essentially ways that they can overcome this is through a lot of stretching, ice baths, right? You know, hot water baths, different forms of relaxation, right? It's not so much about the taxing effort that you have to put in. Sometimes you simply just have to relax, stop, and slow down, right? If you want to be healthy. But because if you're always going at 100 miles an hour, your body's going to give out, something's going to break, right? I can't imagine putting any car through that, right? Always flooring the gas at every light, keeping it on there, right? You're going to go crazy. You might get into an accident, hit somebody. Something will break right in the car. Every car has something break in it, right? We all get injured, but the rate at which we're, you know, able to avoid the injury is going to determine how healthy we are. Because if you're injured, you can't move your body, and when you can't move your body, you are not going to be healthy, right? So a big tip, you know, in staying healthy through long periods of time is avoiding that injury. And essentially, so huge, right? You can think of many NBA stars, right? People that, you know, essentially looked up to, right? A lot of them may not have all the talent in the world, but guess what? They're durable. They're able to go day after day, week after week without getting hurt, right? The playoffs are coming. You know, can be certain that they're available to play. You can depend on them, right? And their body being in tip-top shape, right? How good is it, you know, if you're in the NBA Finals and you have a star player that you paid millions upon millions of dollars, you know, to acquire, and they can't play, right? Useless. You're better off, you know, getting someone with a lesser skill set and, you know, having that durability, being able to play when asked to. And tip number 3 kind of sort of has to do with the durability, but in order to keep it in check and stay consistent, you have to have a schedule, right? What are you going to do and when, right? It gives you something to hold yourself accountable towards, right? Because if we don't have this orderly structure within our lives, it's very easy to get lost and go chaotic, right? Because we might have different influences in our lives, right? Bad friends, life can simply happen to you at times, right? You can get into an accident, get hurt, who knows? But essentially, if you have a schedule, you're gonna be aware that you have those responsibilities, right? And you're gonna be more likely to make time for them and do the right work that needs to be done. Because if you have no idea, you don't know, and you just guess, your chances of doing it the right way when you have to is only diminished, right? Because essentially you're just doing a lot of guesswork, hoping that you get lucky, right? We don't want to get lucky, we want to get rewarded. And the way to get rewarded is to make that plan and that schedule, right? We can almost think of investing, right? Or, you know, going to a casino, right? The best casino players have a plan that they stick to no matter what. And while there may be a few people that get lucky, right, and win a decent amount of money, chances are that they're probably going to lose that if they keep going, right? Because they don't have that plan. They might make, you know, erroneous decisions, right? And that's what the whole casino is designed to make you do, to make you keep playing and trying to depend on luck when the odds are stacked against you. And in life, it's the same way. The odds are stacked against you. There's some people more than others in different areas. And in order to win, you gotta have that plan, right? Because that plan prevents you from simply trying to get lucky, right? It'd be foolish if you won $1 billion and you're just simply hoping that you were born into the right family, or hoping that a billionaire gave you their money somehow, right? Foolish, right? Go, make a plan, stick to it, and do the work, right? For your fitness in particular. And tip number 4, as far as the 4 habits of, healthy people, ones who have great bodies, 2, admire, as we can't look at our watch right now, as we are in a tight position, is that they regularly check their progress, right? Because in order to stay on it, keep progressing, you have to simply know how far you've gone. How far along the journey are you? Better be like we're running with our eyes closed, right? We know when we are about to finish, right? We have a set plan and everything, but even with the plan, you have to keep track of what you're doing, right? There's different apps you can do, right? Check your heart rate, check how many steps you've done today, and if you had a great day, why not try to match that tomorrow and possibly exceed it? But if you don't have this information, you don't know. Again, you are guessing, right? So you would say within the, in order to develop the habits and maximize them, you have to eliminate this guesswork, right? So much stuff, that you leave up to imagination, right? And luck, it's not concrete. It's not, right? It's lacking a foundation that you need to have and develop, right? I lost 10 pounds this week, so therefore I will do these same activities that I did, replicate them in the next week, and try to lose that 10 pounds, right? Instead of not knowing where you stand and making decisions off of that inadequacy. So, for you, those are the 4 tips in order to develop those habits, stay consistent, and essentially hit your marks, right? That's what it's all about within fitness. So, as always, we say thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.